do 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 do. Thank you for the thumbs up. I don't know who you are, but thank you so much because nothing that. This is welcome to the chat. Hello, hello. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? Woo. Hi. Hey, Lady V. Hey, 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 hey. How's it going? I am actually feeling up to doing something, and I'm doing this Jumpstart January. So I got to get my videos in. So I figured, you know what? Let me do a live. I have been off the grid. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you so much, so much. I'm doing, you know what? I'm doing much better. Thank you so much for asking. I had surgery last Monday, and uh, I've been recuperating, I've been resting, and I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling close to 100%. I can't complain. I'm feeling close to 100%. But I've been trying to, at a minimum, keep up with the videos. I was off for a couple of days, did my videos, and I was like, ooh, I'm a little bit behind. So I'm thinking, let me do. Yeah, everything's all good. Everything's all good. I had my follow up with my doctor. She said so far so good, everything's good, and then I got a 2 week follow up coming up, and so I anticipate everything's gonna be fine, and yeah, everything's gonna be good. No complaints, no complaints. So I did my Dirty John video. That is gonna be up probably after this live, and I'm really happy about it. It was good. It was good on Bravo. It was really good on Bravo. But I know I got to get my videos in, so I figured let me do it. So I really did not come in here with an agenda. I just wanted to come in and check in and see if anybody was out and about on these YouTube streets, because I have not been on the YouTube streets. So I figured let me check in and see what's going on. So thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. It's counting as my Jumpstart January video. So there you go. I haven't watched the show, but thank you, thank you. Someone, it was funny. Someone, I think by the name of Jay. Hey, Jay. Someone came in, and I don't know if he was giving his observation or opinion, but he was making a comment about what's the point of having a recap. I can tell you from my own perspective. Now, all of my friends know that I do not like zombies. I don't like any zombie movies. It is. It's really hard. And forgive me, but I don't know how long you've been with me, but I did Nonstop November. I did Vlogmas, which used to be Don't Stop December, and peer pressure had me do Jumpstart January. So I have been, it'll be over 90 days, because you got 30 days in November, and you got 31 days in December, and you got 31 days in January. So it'll be 92 videos consecutively. That's a lot from not really doing a lot of content. So I've been putting up videos. It'll be, 92 videos consecutively. That's a lot. But and it's hard to come in with content. What are you going to talk about? Because I'm really not into. Thank you. It is all S_Hutchinson's fault because she told me to do it. Now, I will say January is my anniversary month. I did my first. I did YouTube before, and I only did like 2 or 3 videos. But let me see, this is 2019. So I want to say 2016, I did my first video. I was in Puerto Rico with my family We were celebrating Christmas, and I did my first video. And from there, I started my YouTube journey. So I count 2016 as my YouTube journey. But um, it is difficult to do a lot of content because I don't have a particular agenda. I don't do couponing. I'm not a beauty person. And so, it's saturated with doing, reviews and all that stuff. And so it's really difficult to find stuff. I'm not really into celebrity stuff. I mean, I like to try to find the nuances in celebrity stuff and make it a teachable moment because I believe, like, even in reality shows, um, there is reality in the shows of the human condition and how people respond. I mean, I'm almost 49, so I was there, me and Tammy Roman. I remember Tammy Roman when she was young cuz I was young. And I remember MTV, and they used to do they used to have the opening about, we decided to do an experiment where we have, 8 people be roommates who do not know each other. It was a scientific, sociological, psychological experiment about, we're going to get 8 total strangers from different backgrounds and see how they deal with life. That's how it started on MTV. And then this, reality shows boomed out of the writer strike because in the 2000s there was a huge writer strike and there was no TV. So therein birthed the reality shows, and uh Kim Kardashian came in, and Nicole Richie, and Paris Hilton came in. Paris Hilton, I mean, Tammy Roman with the MTV, I don't even remember what the show was, but they are the pioneers. But after the writer's strike came the boom of reality shows. So unfortunately, Tammy Roman's been in the game, but the game had not started until the writer's strike. And so Nicole Richie and Paris Hilton started that era of reality shows, because after them, then spawn all these other reality shows. So I'm not really into all that, but I will watch it because it's a social experiment. I mean, truth be told, if artificial intelligence or aliens came down and they have reality shows to say, what do humans do here, because there's some crazy stuff that goes on, and they've got social media and all that other crazy stuff. So it's very difficult, and I tried to do something different because it's hard out here. It's hard out here. It's hard out here to do something different. I appreciate the calm and the genuine content you bring. It's not popular, but well, you know, yeah, it's it is very unpopular. It is very unpopular because I don't know all of the new people. Oh, I hear my grandson. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, it is very unpopular. But I got a niche. I got a niche. And the number one thing when people talk about, I want to start a YouTube channel and what do I have to do? And truth be told, anybody that's been in the game a long, long time, the number one they say is be yourself, because everyone will see that you're fake. And I will say that it's true. It's very, very true. I cannot be anything else but me. Now, if you're coming on YouTube to be a caricature or a character or take on a persona, you're making a very deliberate decision to do that. But if you're coming on here to be something that you're not, I will tell you from my own personal experience, um, there's something very, I don't know what the right word is, but going into acting and going doing film, the camera, when they say that cliche, the camera doesn't lie, that is so true. Everything that comes through the camera filters out, and it will get what it gets, and you either like it or you don't. And many actors will see themselves on camera and they're like, which you'll see that on all the reality shows. You'll see people who've been on, out here for a while, and they'll start to change up things because they start to see themselves on camera, and they don't necessarily like what they see, and so they change that up. So the camera is kind of like, I don't want to say truth serum, but the camera, it doesn't lie. It's a matter of fact. It doesn't have any emotional investment in you. It doesn't have any biases. It is what it is, and it sees what it sees. Yeah, because so I've seen folks start new channels and they're totally different from what they did before. Yeah, I mean, listen, and I will be honest. I mean, I know a lot of people will come on I'll be honest. We're all giving the subscribers a snapshot. But I will be very honest, and I've met quite a few YouTubers, and what you see is what you get here. I mean, if you were to meet me in Chicago and we were at a Starbucks, what you see right here is what you're going to see there. I don't differentiate my life and who I am, and that's who I am. So I like the people who do things differently, but that's not me. And the truth be told is the number one thing is, if you're going to start a channel, is to be who you are, because people will figure you out, and the camera does not lie. The camera will figure you out, and eventually, I mean, unless you're really good at it, you can't really hold up whatever you're trying to portray. Um, you just can't. You just can't. I mean, the real you. It's just like dating. Like, your representative will show up, and then eventually the real person will show up, and you're like, so that's who you really are. So that's how that comes out. But I've been having a good time, but I'm gonna be honest. Come February, I ain't doing no videos every day. I'm not doing it. The girl is tired. Your girl is tired, and I mean. After doing videos every day, I know a lot of people that do it. Tiki 44, she does videos every day, and I love her for that. And she has got some stamina. Yes, but I do have some plans. I do have some things. Take you with me. I have some things in the works, and I'm excited about it. So, um, yeah, I do. Like, I feel like I've earned a break. However, I I'm gonna decide on what to do. I know I like, you know what? I met Tiki. I was out in Vegas. We linked up, and I didn't get to see her this last time. My husband's actually going to Vegas in April. I am not gonna go. My daughter lives in Vegas, but I'm not gonna go because somebody's got to man the fort back here, um, with the business. I'm not gonna go this time, but I do think I am going to make a trip in Vegas. I have sorority sisters in Vegas, and I do think I'm going to make the trip in Vegas sometime. I would love to go out there in April, but I already have plans in April. I'll be in Tennessee. I'll be in Tennessee. So in April. So Tiki is so nice. What you see is what you get with Tiki. She is such a sweet lady. I wish we'd had more time. We would have had a good time. But she did come out. She was very gracious. I wanted to hook her up. She's like, girl, no, I got you. And she was just really, really sweet. Yeah, the spring. I don't even know how to dress because I don't even know out like near Chattanooga in April. I have no idea how I'm gonna dress. But you know what? Your girl is working on now that okay, so so I met with the doctor on Tuesday, yesterday, and she's like, okay, so I said, so listen, I just want to know what can I do workout wise. And she's like, no heavy lifting, nothing where you have to use your abdominals. And I was like, okay. So listen, I already went out to the gym and I did some light deadlifts. And she's like, no, no, none of that. I was like, okay. I said, well, what about running? What about running? She's like, no running. I said, okay. She's like, did you run? I said, no, 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 no. I said, okay. So what I did was I did a little bit of running, like, like I got on the treadmill and I got to like 0.50 and I ran for like 20. She's like, no more running, no running. I'm like, okay. 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Your girl's been down, but it's just temporary. It's just temporary. So I just want my life back. That's all. I just want my life back. I've been unplugged. I don't know what's going on. Um, I hope nothing crazy's gone on. I hope nothing's crazy going. But regardless, yes, I went to the gym today and I only walked for 2 miles. I only walked 2 miles, no running, just strictly walking. I did my CrossFit this morning and I modified my workout and no weights, just the bar. And I got the light bar and I did pull-ups with the band and no jump boxes. I just stepped up on the little baby box. I've been taking it easy. I know, I know, I know. But your girl's hitting another birthday. It's coming up very soon. So, she wants to get herself together. And spring is just around the corner. So, I'm excited. I'm really excited. So, yeah, so that's it. That's really it. That's really it. Nothing else is going on. I'm on the mend. I'm on a 2 week limited physical thing, and that's it. I did my Dirty John. It's going to come up. We got the Monday Millionaires. So, for those two of you who are watching, Monday Millionaires, we're reviewing the book Everyday Millionaires by Chris Hogan. And then come February, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think what I would like to do, because the book is 11 chapters, and we only did chapter one this Monday, so we got 10 chapters to go. So we're gonna be into February. So I would like to. Did she give an estimate before you be able to? 2 weeks. I got 2 weeks. I gotta be good for 2 weeks. I gotta follow up on the 31st, I think. I think it's the 31st. And then I'll get the clear. As long as everything is good to go, I'll get the clear and then I'm back. Back. So I just got to be good for 2 weeks. 2 weeks is nothing. But yeah, so I'm good. But I'm staying active. I'm just modifying stuff. No jumping or anything like that. So, but I feel pretty good. I was feeling so tired. Yeah, 2 weeks will fly by. You always feel like, I'm feeling fat, I'm not doing nothing, but the whole week I didn't go to the gym. So I started back Monday. And then tomorrow I'm taking a day off. And then I'll do Friday and Saturday, and then I'll take Sunday off. So it's no big deal. It's no big deal. So yeah, I'll be fine. Yes, please check the money book. Please check it. So it's Everyday Millionaires by Chris Hogan. And check him out on YouTube. He works with Dave Ramsey. I wanted to do something different. It's my personal journey. It's something that I'm trying to do for myself. And I think that, the best thing to do is talk to other people. You want to be around with like-minded people. So that's where I want to be. So I definitely want people to come along with me. Why don't we all get to a point where we have some financial freedom? And in this moment with the government shutdown, nobody's job is secure. No one's job is secure. So we should be working on paying down debt, things that are not important to keep on. There's no reason to have that car payment if you can pay down that car payment and you keep that car for free. If you look at my video on Monday, I gave the bio. I don't have the book with me, but he left a successful career in banking, and then he joined Dave Ramsey, and he's on YouTube. If you go on Dave Ramsey, you will see him, and I watched him today. I watch him pretty regularly, but yes, he's associated with Dave Ramsey, and he's been with him, and he's been successful. So, you know, uh, the busting the myth of a high figure income does not guarantee financial success necessarily. Uh, because most people live by the more money you make, the more money you spend, and a lot of people live their life based on where they think their salary is rather than where their needs are. Um, People spend way too much money than they need to, and a lot of people don't work on a budget. A lot of people don't work on a budget. A lot of people don't know what a budget is. And if you watch Dave Ramsey, you'll see the call-ins where you have people that make a combined income of, I think I'm behind. Oh, that's okay. Catch up, catch up. No problem. I think you'll see people that are like, I make $90,000, or I have a combined income of 120,000, and I'm 320,000 in debt because me and the wife got these cars, and we've got $500 car payments, and because I have this income of 90,000, I've got a $320,000 car house. So people are poor, car poor, and then they have credit card debt. A lot of people have student loans. I have a 17-year-old, and he's the last one, but I told all my kids when they hit the senior year, this is your time to invest in yourself. I told all my kids this. I gave them the same spiel in freshman year. This is your time to invest in yourself. You are smart and you have all the tools. Yeah, overspending is the devil. It's the devil. I told them that this is your time. You got 4 years to invest in yourself. And depending on how you invest in yourself will depend on how I invest in you. And I told them, I live in Indiana. Indiana has some of the best schools around. We have Indiana University all around. We have Purdue University, and there is no reason none of my kids need to go out of state to go to college. Okay. Now, I'm a New Yorker. I grew up where we had what's called CUNY, which is City Universities of New York, which were you could go in. That's right, invest in themselves. I gave them all the notice. And we had SUNY schools, which is State Universities of New York. So you could either go to a CUNY school. I went to, when I was still in high school, I went to John Jay College of Criminal Justice. I went to school in high school, and I left half of the day, and I took college classes at John Jay College of Criminal Justice. And then and then when I went into the military, when I got stationed stateside, I was with the University of Maryland. There are tons of community colleges, and I know plenty of well accomplished, smart people, well high earning people that went to community colleges and then went to 4 year colleges and got the degree and went on. So I have never been one that said that you need to go into debt for college. I was lucky enough because I was in the military. I used my GI Bill. My 4 year degree took a lot longer. But guess what? When I crossed that stage and got my Bachelor's of Science degree in paralegal studies, I only owed that school $500. Some of it was through the GI Bill. A lot of it I paid on my own. GI Bill didn't cover everything, but I paid a lot of it on my own. And yes, and in this day and age, parents need to look at not what the kids want to do because they just want to get out of the house. It's our job to find out what they need, what they want, and direct them. And I told a lot of my kids, listen, in Indiana we had Ivy Tech State College, and I was like, listen, unless you got scholarships to cover your going out of state, you're gonna stay right here. You're gonna stay right here. I'm not paying for that. Cause my thing is, it is not my job to fund your independence. No one funded mine, and I'm not going to fund yours. So my kids already got that notice. So my son is class of 2020, and we've been going to the college fairs. He's really stuck on one school. It's in downtown Chicago, and his thing is, I don't need to go away to college. I'm going to stay home because I got room and board, and he's not going to drive his car into Chicago because that's crazy. He's going to park his car at the train station and ride into Chicago, and he's going to work, and he's going to pay his way through school, and he's got room and board here. And so if that's what he continues to do, he's got a little girlfriend, and his girlfriend is going away. That's right. I listen. I told all my kids this: you can fund your way to college, but I can't. I got to fund my way to retirement. So, yeah. You need to invest in yourself, and your dad and I are going to invest in ourselves because there are no Pell Grants for retirement. There are no grants, and there are no Pell Grants, and there's no financial aid for uh, retirement. So while you're busy investing in you, we're going to be investing in us because that's the way it is. So, yeah. So I gave my kids a lot of notice. I'm not saying I'm not going to help them. I didn't have parents to help me, but I'm going to be realistic, and I'm going to be responsible because truth be told, nowadays, a decent paying job, and most of these kids don't know what they want to do. And I'm old, okay? Back in the 80s, we could go to college, not know what we wanted to do, fumble around, get out of college, and get a good job. You can't do that now. Kids are getting student loans, crippled by student loans. My daughter-in-law, bless her heart, she is so smart. My son married a smart girl. She's a chemist. But even she said, if she knew then what she knows now, she would have done a different route because they have crippling student loans. Crippling student loans. Luckily, they are frugal with their money. They have a house that they can afford. It's a modest home. It's taking care of their little family. And but the thing is that if she didn't have that student debt, they would be so far ahead. But they're okay. They're doing what they need to do to pay down the student loan. But she accumulated a lot of student debt going out of state. I told all my kids, You can go out of state if you want to. I hope you got a way to pay for it because I'm not going to do it. The um the guy from Shark Tank went and got his master's here in Indiana. Okay? Yeah. College debt is crippling. Uh the economist from HUD who comes yearly for our realtor brunch, he went to Purdue in Indiana. If all those people can go, those two people can go and be successful, and the guy from Shark Tank is part owner of the Mavericks, and he went to Indiana University, and the HUD economist went to Purdue. It's good enough for you. That's what I told him. It's good enough for you. So take your pick, and if you want better, then you got 4 years to invest in yourself, and that's how I ended it. So my daughter went to the Air Force, so she's going to get part of, she plays it right. She's going to get tuition assistance while she's active duty, and she's going to go to school part time. And at night, like I did, I worked all day, and then I took classes at night. I negotiated with another shift because I was in shift work, and I negotiated shifts. If you want it, you can do it, and you don't have to be in debt. And I've seen so many parents be crippled by debt. I remember as a child, I remember sitting, and this is what made me decide that I didn't want to do this. I knew that I was going to pay my way. I remember my mom had a best friend, always go and talk on the porch and stuff. And she was telling me her friend had mortgaged their house for their son to go to college. Son only spent 1 year in college, but they had that debt because they'd taken out a second loan on their mortgage. And I thought, I don't want to do that to my mom. I don't want her to even think that she has to do that. Now, my mom financially couldn't do it anyway, but the idea of taking out a second mortgage on your house. So these kids here who don't have brains, they're just happy to be out of your mama's house, out of under their wing, and that's all they can think of. They're out there doing their own thing, having fun, doing what kids do. And you go and you take out a second mortgage on a house, and then your kid either flunks out or decide, college ain't for me. Are you for real? See, I'm saving us a whole lot of mess. I'm saving us a whole lot of problems. I said, nah, that ain't gonna be me. Nope. So I gave them on freshman orientation in high school. I sat with each one of my kids and I gave them the same spiel. And my son, class of 2020, I was like, this here, you got 4 years. 4 years to invest in yourself, and the rest I will pick up on the back end. But we're gonna work this out. My son is pretty level headed, so my other son, he's not in school. He's decided he didn't want to do that, so he's working. Okay. When it's important to him, then he'll decide to do it. So it's okay. That's what youth is for, right? So that's where we're at on that. So let's see, we're at 34 minutes. 34 minutes. We're doing good. I hear my grandson like he's gonna creep up here any minute now. I hear him. All right, so I'm gonna end it because my grandson is creeping up here. I know he's gonna barge in here, and I don't deal with that. Yes, he's the only one that wrestles. My older son, but yeah, he's the only one that wrestles. So maybe he'll get a wrestling scholarship. I don't know. I don't know if he's that good, but my son has really surprised me. If he commits himself to doing something, uh, he'll get it done. Oh, there he is. So, all right, I'm going to end the video because my grandson is at the door and so is Milo. Uh, take care of yourself and each other. Thank you for hanging out with me on the live. And